More than a year after the first coronavirus-related death in the U.S., the country stands on the brink of a grim milestone. Numbers compiled by Johns Hopkins University show the death toll is close to 500,000. Correspondent Mark Irons reports. Mark?
Tracy, it's likely we'll reach that number before the end of the day. The current count stands at more than 499,000 deaths. The first known COVID-related deaths happened last February in California. And although case numbers are showing downward trends, health officials say stay vigilant.
It's nothing like we've ever been through in the last 102 years since the 1918 influenza pandemic.
As the U.S. COVID-related death toll hovers around 500,000, the latest forecast from the University of Washington's Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation predicts another 91,000 COVID-19 deaths by June 1st.
And that's the reason why we keep insisting to continue with the public health measures, because we don't want this to get much worse than it already is.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 18 million people in the U.S. are fully vaccinated. Officials at Johns Hopkins University say it's a positive sign.
If we are much more aggressive in rolling out vaccines, we will see a decline in deaths. And that's been in my view, one of the potentially biggest game changers, is because I think nobody expected to have a vaccine, much less multiple vaccines.
With hope for a brighter future, stories of lost loved ones remain. Wendy Jensen's mother died of COVID-19 complications.
There's people behind the numbers. Our mom's behind that number. And it's really sad.
Morgues have filled up across the country from New York to Los Angeles. Funeral homes have been overcrowded.
We've still had to turn away some families because we've just been bombarded. COVID is a disease that's robbing a lot of families. And we're here to help people, but at the same time, we have to be realistic as far as what we can handle.
Over the past 2 weeks, daily averages for COVID cases and deaths has dropped by about half in the U.S. That's according to Johns Hopkins. And as of last week, over 40 million people had received at least one dose of a vaccine. In the studio, Mark Irons, EWTN News Nightly.